Hi guys. Welcome to, I think what I'm going to use the mug for is ramen. I think I'm going to cook it in the mug so that I don't have to wash a bowl, because I think that if I like break it up into small pieces, it'll fit in the mug, and then I can like basically make the soup with like less water, because it'll probably fill up to here, right? And then we could have like a tiny bit of water. Actually, that might not work. I don't know yet. But like, why not, right? My theory is that like some spells still work if you don't use the normal recipe, but you do something slightly different. Like, normally I use a bowl as the cauldron for the soup, but if we use a mug, my theory is that a mug and a bowl are the same thing, just on the inside. They just look different. So yeah, let's find out. Okay, skills. So if any little pieces fall off, you have to eat them. I don't know why. Okay. Wait. Ew, it's everywhere. It's already broken up. I didn't do that part. Okay. It's okay. Okay. Now, again, the reason we have to break it up is because of that. Whoa, see, it's already falling apart. But that's not the kind of breaking it up I wanted to do. I wanted to like break it in half, but it's scary because I don't want it to go everywhere. Okay? Oh, I don't know, we don't have options. Okay, ready? Don't go everywhere, don't go everywhere, don't go everywhere. No, don't. Okay? Okay, it didn't go everywhere yet. We made it that far. It was supposed to be a square, now it's like that. Okay. It's possible. Okay, ready? Ah! It fell on the ground. Okay, only a tiny bit though. I'm gonna feel so skilled. Okay. Okay. Whoa! I don't know where that little piece went. Okay, ready? I'm doing it so slowly because I don't want it to break everywhere. It doesn't mean that I don't have strength. I'm good at that part. Not really, I don't know. Maybe. Everything's compared to yourself, not other people, dude. I don't know why you would think about it that way. That would be like being a bad person, because why do you have to think you're better than somebody? It's not called being competitive, it's called being evil. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ready? Ow! You have to make sure it kind of hurts your finger, or you didn't do it right. Okay. Now, any little pieces that started to fall away, you have to just put it in there anyways. Because then you make the table look like there's maggots crawling over it. Because if you just have pieces of ramen and it's like tiny, tell me this looks normal. What if that was just on the table? It looks like it's like the table is a piece of meat decomposing and those are in there. So that's not what you want to do, because it starts to make you look like you just lived that way and like you didn't notice and like it didn't matter, you know what I mean? And like you never want to look like it didn't matter, because maybe the table was a cow or somebody who died. So you don't want to look like it doesn't matter, because then you look like you don't have emotions, because the table is not perfect. And so you don't want to do that. Okay, we're facing a problem where, if you could tell, it may not all fit in there. So I'm just really breaking it up in there. Okay. in a ceramic cup. Okay. Wait. Now, we take this and we break it. I hope you're following this tutorial with all of your skills, or you're not a very important person. So I hope that you're doing it like step by step, because it's the only way to matter. And if you don't do it, you might as well just be the one who didn't matter that time. And like, you know what I realized? I don't know how we're gonna have enough water. Wait, this gets bigger as it, like, as the water, like, you know, as it swims in the water, it like gets absorbed. Because that's what water is. That's why your fingers get wrinkly, because the purpose of swimming in the water is because you were actually the meat in somebody's soup, and you were making sure you like absorb the juices so you taste better when they eat you, you know? I think sometimes I would add like an egg to ramen, but we're not doing that right now because I don't have room. Also, I realized I'm trying to make it all wet everywhere so it doesn't catch on fire, because my sister said that happened to her before, but it might not be true. But yeah, you pretty much die if it catches on fire, because you don't know how to put out fire, and fire spreads. So if something in the microwave is on fire, it means the walls are on fire and the roof is on fire. And if you don't know what fire is, it means that you're just dead. And there's not a way to fix it. And there's not a way to make the fire like not exist. You know, you can't put it out. Like, it's not supposed to be that way. So you have to prevent things happening to you, because it's not real that you could fix it. It's only what you're supposed to pretend you believe. Okay, now you take the lovely chicken seasoning and you just I just got it all over the table. Like, actually, I didn't even mean to. I thought it was gonna go so much of a cuter way, but I don't know why I did that. Okay. Actually, why would I do that? You know what I mean? It's not for the video, like, I accidentally did that, which is fine. Okay. It's everywhere. What am I doing? Okay, I have to wash it off. So the only problem with it now is that everything is a problem, and I don't know where the seasoning is and is not, so I'm still seasoning my hands if I touch the outside of the mug anywhere, because I don't know where I'm supposed to touch and not touch. You can't really see it, but the yellow part, it's supposed to be white, but it's only yellow because, do you think if I microwave it like this with the powder on the outside that's not wet, it'll catch on fire? I think we should just try it. Wait, what if it explodes? I should pour out a little bit of the water, because I don't know what happens. Okay. You can come with me. Experiments, I don't know what to do. Okay. We're gonna have to find out. Okay. Look. Wait. What do I do? The truth is, I want the water to be on top of it so that it can get the powder wet. But instead, I have to not try to pour out the seasoning, but only pour out the water by just going like that and like pouring it out kind of close to the sink, just so it can cook. Okay. Oh, the water's cold. Oh, it was in the fridge. Ooh. That was bad. It's so cold. Like, it felt like ice water. Okay. No, wait, you gotta come with me. Even if you can't see anything, it's better than being there alone. Something was gonna come get you, okay? You were gonna die. Ready? Wait. I saved your life. Okay. I think there's a little water in there. There is a little water in there. Oh, you're surprisingly lower than you were before, right? I can't tell. How do we find out? We don't. Okay. See? That doesn't make sense. All I did was scoot you. Slightly. Okay. Ready? We're going in the microwave for 2 minutes and we're gonna see what happens. Okay? Wait. Wet paper towel to like clean that up the easiest way possible, dude. Okay. This is why life skills are so important, because someday you might be somewhere where there's ramen powder on the table and you might have to like get the powder to cling to the paper towel. And if you can't do that, you're gonna think about all the people who are a little bit better than you who probably could do it. And then, I don't know what you're gonna do, you're gonna cry. I don't know. What happens? Oh yeah, I need a fork for the soup. "20 seconds is so long. It's taking forever. Like, you think about 20 seconds and you're like, oh, that's not a lifetime. But it's so long. I don't know. 4 seconds is so long. Ew. Okay, so it's not the same kind of spell to do it in a mug. It burned a little. You wanna see? Wait. Do you see it? It's not supposed to be brown. There. The seasoning was on it and it was dry and they were both dry and it like burnt so much. It sounded like Minecraft TNT when I pushed it under the water in here. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna stir it. We're gonna give it a nice stir. And then we're actually gonna add some water. They're very crunchy. We're gonna add some water again. Is the seasoning there? Oh, the seasoning's good. Okay, so we're gonna add water in there, okay? So that it's like not gonna burn itself again, because I'm just gonna throw it back in the microwave. And then the cup is gonna break because I said throw, not put it in the microwave. Not actually, but yeah. Wait, should I add an egg? I don't think so. I might add a sprinkle of cheese though, for no reason. I just do it. Okay, we've got this. Mexican style. That means the cheese has its own flavoring, I think. I don't really know. It just says queso quesadilla cheese. I don't know what that means, dude. Okay. There's a handful of cheese in there. Okay. There's cheese everywhere. Okay. Not really. One piece fell. Okay, wait. It's burning my hand. That's what handles are for, but it's too late. Okay. Now we're going into the microwave for a minute. Oh, a minute 30 seconds, because I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why I did the cheese. I've only added cheese to ramen one time. It was good, but I don't know if this will be good. Oh, what was I doing with the fork? That was one of the symphonies. I think it was Mozart. I know you couldn't really hear it though, it's telepathy. Like actually I was thinking about it and doing it as the fork, but it's fine. So, you gotta get better at telepathy if you wanted the music. It's copyrighted, I think. Maybe it's not anymore because he died. I think they only get their copyright for like 70 years after they die or something, or total, I don't know. What if they live for 500 but they don't tell you? And they show up one day to copyright it. And they're like, hey, you thought, bitch. It's over. I'm gonna take all that extra money for no reason. What if they do it? What if they do that to you? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna prevent that? How are you gonna prevent other people living for 500 years if you don't know for sure if they did? Oh, this is so good. But it's kind of bad. Look, that's how cheesy the ramen is. On the top, dude. That's weird, right? I don't know. Wait, I'm just gonna mix it so it's like it never happened, you know? I think that's what happens. I'm kind of scared to try it because when I do the cheese, it gets scarier than normal. Okay. Okay. But you know what? It tastes like when you go to a restaurant. Ew, the outside is greasy, but it tastes like when you go to a restaurant and you order those like appetizers, but it's like the cheese, like fried cheese. It tastes like that. So obviously it can't be bad. It can only really taste good. I just wish it would actually be breaded cheese. It's just not. It's just ramen. So with cheese. But it's missing something and it's the fried breading. But this could be something, you know. Okay, wait. I'm like overly wiping it because I didn't know if it was leaking, but it's not because it's a normal mug. And normal mugs don't have holes in the bottom, but I wanted to make sure because what if I'm the one who's wrong? Oh, I don't know. It has bubbles, like as if it's literally soap, but it's fine. It's just good this way. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.